Recently, millions of people have had their text messages exposed online, but the need for privacy isn't new. In fact, it's been a major topic of discussion for thousands of years, even between the most famous philosophers of our time. Plato believed the public good was served when everyone's information was available, that privacy was, well, selfish. But Aristotle argued that exercising privacy was exercising freedom, and that some of our personal information wasn't anyone else's business. In other words, deciding who we let in and how has always been at the heart of privacy. It's about our circle of trust. So how can we control our messages? And why does it feel so important?
Privacy is a prerequisite for forming close relationships.
This is Sandra Matz, editor of the book, The Psychology of Technology.
If you think about how you talk to your friends or people that you're close to, oftentimes the most intimate parts of our lives, we communicate in private spaces. And there's a good reason for that, because it imbues meaning.
Today, we connect through text messages. Over 15 billion messages are sent each day. That's trillions each year. Text messages are more than just tiny chat boxes. They can be sacred stories archiving our lives each and every day. But we don't always think of them as valuable. In fact, over 40% of people don't think their personal accounts are worth hacking. Unfortunately, personal information is valuable to hackers.
So if you think about the entire spectrum of personal information, I think messages in a way are almost the most intimate part of what we put out there, because it's a way of us trying to express to others, to the people that we care about, of like what is happening in our lives. Now, if suddenly someone else has access to messages that we intended for one person only, what happens is that it's a violation of trust and it's a breakdown of control.
After all, there's a strong emotional response when things we feel should be private are made public, precisely because it was not our choice. One study found that over 45% of data theft victims felt they could no longer trust their family members or friends.
I think one of the really interesting aspects of trust is that trust is incredibly easy to lose and it's very hard to rebuild. And you really only have to break it once for me to question whether you're a trustworthy person. And I think in a similar way, this is also happening in the online space. We trust until there is a lack of trust.
That's why encrypted messaging platforms like WhatsApp are so popular. WhatsApp's end-to-end encryption for personal messages is like having a lock with just two keys, one for you and one for the person you're messaging. No one else has the key, not even WhatsApp, ensuring that your personal messages are secure and private. That gives you all three big points in modern digital privacy: the ability to choose who is in your circle of trust, enhanced autonomy, and minimized vulnerability.
You can imagine that this makes it a lot easier for people to share the things that are really personal and intimate, to be the true versions of themselves, and to also have the difficult conversations that you wouldn't have on a social platform where everybody can look and comment and see and share.
WhatsApp, using an advanced level of encryption, helps people feel comfortable and empowered to say and think what they feel to other people. The platform also provides disappearing messages that add another layer of protection to your personal messages. Back to the big old debate though. Plato also valued trust, but it was very one-sided. He believed citizens should trust their rulers and share everything with them. But privacy today is closer to Aristotle's idea. What we share through our messages isn't for the outside. It's to create real and meaningful connections we can trust.
Encryption provides you really with control over the information that you send. What you want to do is send. There could be messages, there could be photos, there could be text, there could be anything that you want to share with another person. And what encryption allows you to do is to make sure that it's only this person on the other side that the information was intended to sees it, and no one else can intercept it and peek into it.
WhatsApp's end-to-end encryption for personal messages and for voice and video calls prevents any third party from breaching your communication. Being in control of your messages means you can be in control of being your most authentic self.